A AAA attempt from a single A studios with single A resources, Greedfall is an ambitious project from Spiders and a welcome addition to the RPG genre. What's up YouTube friends, I'm jsully, welcome back to the channel guys, and on today's video, after 30 plus hours of gameplay and playing all three classes, I am going to give you some very helpful tips to help you get going on your colonial adventures. Character customization offers you quite a bit of options, guys. Way more than some of your biggest games right now, which I'm very surprised about. And the art looks pretty good. Graphics looks pretty good. Now, if you're not sure what class to start out with, really it just depends on your playstyle. The warrior and the tech are both melee, while magic is magic. Now, depending on what class you picked, strength and endurance are for the warrior, and agility and accuracy are for the tech, and willpower and mental power are for the magic class. Now, endurance does offer you much more HP and determines what quality of armor you wear, so it is for everyone. So keep that in mind. Now, charisma and talents, you won't need charisma until you're level 15. Intuition, you won't need either. The only thing I really recommend, guys, is science. For a mage, you're going to need it right away because you're going to need to be able to make your own potions. You're going to need a lot of mana potions, a lot of health potions, a lot of armor potions, and resurrection potions. Now, I mentioned those specifically because you're going to need a lot of those at all times, no matter what class you're playing. And later on, I recommend you either do crafting or lockpicking. The other ones you won't really need until you're a much higher level. When it comes to combat in Greedfall, you have to know the difference between physical damage and armor damage. Armor is the little blue shields on your opponent's health bar. You have to chip away at that first before you can get to their health. Now, your heavy weapons and your ranged weapons do a lot of armor damage, while your blades do a lot of physical damage. Stealth is an option in Greedfall, and aggro range in this game, not that big, is kind of small actually. You can run away from anything, they won't chase you for too long, and you can stealth kill as many people as you want to, as long as you can manage to sneak around them. As you can see, it's a one-hit kill, so you can also take the stealth approach if that's what you want. If you prefer the more forward approach, you must absolutely learn how to parry, how to dodge, and how to use that combat pause. Now, knowing when to parry and when to dodge is very important. So if you're fighting a pack of beasts and they're charging you, they're scratching, and they're kicking, dodging is your best friend. If you're fighting this giant monster that's constantly throwing its body at you, again, dodging is your best friend. You can't parry those. But if you're fighting a bunch of humans with swords and axes and they're charging you like that, you can parry all those guys. And if you parry at the right time, you can also riposte, which does damage and puts you in a good position to do even more damage. Learn to parry, learn to dodge, get your timing right, and combat will not be very hard at all. So that yellow bar under my health, that's your fury bar. Once it's halfway, your hands will glow yellow. Once it's full, like it is now, your hands will glow red, and they're on fire right now. That means I can use my most powerful ability, which I just did there. And as the tech, you leap from opponent to opponent, one-shotting them. And as the warrior, it's a little slower for the warrior and the mage, so make sure you get your timing down and make sure there's no one on your face, or else they might interrupt you, or you might take damage, or you might get knocked down if you don't have enough balance. It's all about timing and strategy. And if you pop a trap in combat, it does not get sprung, just pick it back up. Now, when it comes to your team, I highly recommend that you keep Kurt with you at all times, at least for your first 10-15 levels, Kurt does quite a bit of damage. He's a two-handed warrior. He commands quite a bit of attention in the battlefield. He's pretty tanky. He's going to be your best friend for quite a while. Now, if you're playing a caster, although you do quite a bit of damage, you are pretty squishy. If you don't have a large enough health pool and mana pool, you definitely want to get your dodging right and your parrying right. So guys, I highly recommend that you take your time, explore the game. It's not a race, it is a marathon. It's nice and slow. Learn how to dodge, learn how to parry, learn how to really build your character. A lot of it is preference. A lot of it though, it's you can only put points into this if this is the class you're playing in order to have a smoother gameplay. And I highly recommend that you put points into all three trees so you can have a really solid warrior. And take your time, guys, and explore the world. It is not short of loot at all. If you take the time, you'll find so much of it. And there are a lot of side quests in this game, but don't get caught up doing too many because you have to progress the main storyline. That's how you unlock your different allies so you can have a pretty balanced group. Well, I try to give you as many tips as I can, guys, and I really hope this was super helpful. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.